So let's talk about the bags that I am currently obsessed with that are available within current collections. Hello, and a warmest welcome to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself and celebrating others. So, before we get into today's topic, quick update on where we're at with Longchamp. They did since call me. I haven't yet sent the email that I was going to send. They have called me to say that they have located one of the items. Would I like it? And I have politely declined. I did express that I was a little bit disappointed with the length of time that it's taken them to get in touch with me. So I'll see what they come back with on the email that I sent to them. So hopefully then it can all be resolved and we go on our merry way. Anyway, let's talk about a range of different bags that I'm currently obsessed with. We have them from a range of different designers, a range of different top price points. We're going anywhere from £100 to £3,000. So yes, I'm absolutely loving these. Will any of them come home with me? I've been talking about a few of them from time to time, so potentially so. Let's kick things off with a bag from Valentino, and this is the Loco Calfskin Messenger Bag. Messenger bags aren't normally my particular style or kind of satchels. I really like this though. I love the fact that this is rectangular. It comes in 2 different colours, around £1,750. Love the big logo on the front of it. I think it's very prominent. It's quite a impactful item with a simplicity to it. Like the fact that if you didn't want someone to know it was designer, you could flip it around and it's not logoed on the back. But I love the way that the black leather and the gold hardware correspond on this. It will be practical. A rectangular bag is always a nice style. I also believe that this could be worn more formally. You could wear this for an evening if you wanted to. Very, very unisex. I don't believe that fashion has a gender, as you know, but this is a very unisex piece. At a reasonable price point, it'll be beautifully made, and it's very in keeping with the current Valentino styles, without needing to go necessarily towards the rock stud, or is it Roman stud collections, if you are after something that's got a logo but is a little bit more simple. But it's still very impactful, practical, I think a reasonable price point as well, given the size of the bag. So a nice item, ones to consider. One from MCM now, and I'm talking about this beautiful soft pastel pink tote in the kind of classic MCM print, but in the beautiful pink colour. I absolutely love this. They do this in 5 different colours. The pink was my particular favourite. I love the structure of this. It's very book tote, Rive Gauche-esque. I really like the price point of this as well. £815 for a luxury version of a bag like this, I don't think is bad value. Also comes with a shoulder strap. Could you get that crossbody? Potentially, but I don't know how well these bags fare crossbody in terms of how they sit on your body. I would personally just use this as a top handle, great travel bag, a good work bag potentially. I like the fact that it also has those kind of reinforced corners as well. Gives the bag a slightly edgier look as well. Whilst there's this softness of the pink, you have this slightly edgier MCM logo, and then you have those reinforced corners as well. Really, really beautiful. I'm a big fan of MCM pieces. I only have the one so far, but I'm really looking forward to adding some more. And this is absolutely beautiful. A fabulous tote, £815. Great price point. Now, I was on a bit of a pink theme here, and we're going to Aspinall of London. I've spoken to you about Aspinall of London before. I've actually spoken to you about this particular bag style before as well. This is the London tote. This, I believe, is one of the most beautiful, understated work bags. Very practical, great size. Of course, practicality differs person by person. I'm talking about practical in terms of the size and the amount that you can fit in this. Love the fact that it has 2 separate compartments, and then it has a zip compartment in the centre. This could easily have a laptop and an iPad, your documents. You could then put anything personal that you wanted in that central compartment. Top handle, really beautiful. Doesn't come with a shoulder strap, so that's something to consider, and it is full leather, so it could get very heavy, but it is a very beautiful item. The only other consideration is it doesn't have a zip. So if that is something that would bother you, either from a security perspective, or if, like me, you live in a climate that rains a fair amount, that might be something that detracts from your overall enjoyment of the bag. But it's beautiful, particularly in this stunning cherry blossom that they have released this year. The colours in Aspinall this year are absolutely glorious. So if you are thinking about buying an Aspinall of London piece, now could potentially be your time. The pastels are simply stunning. I really need to get myself to an Aspinall of London store because I need to check them out. A bag that is very quickly coming onto my radar in terms of one that maybe I will be thinking about adding because I'm really falling in love with it, and I would blame Steph from Handbagholic for this. This is the Lulu medium chain bag in the metalace leather. I love it in this cream colour with the silver hardware. I think it is simply stunning. Love the fact that YSL bags are still fairly understated, although it has this large logo, still fairly understated. They're one of the brands that you can get quite a lot of silver hardware from as well, which I'm a huge fan of. This could very easily transition from day to night. Flat bag is always a great style. I think it's a very versatile style of bag. I actually wish I'd added flat bags into my collection earlier because although you know I'm a top handle lover, I also do love a flat bag. So this is definitely a great option, far more reasonable price point than, for example, the Chanel equivalent as well. Probably sits in a similar ballpark to the Gucci flat bag, for example, the Dionysus, which I know is a different type of bag, but Dionysus, it's cheaper than the Diorama used to be when that was available. So yeah, I think it's a reasonable price point for a luxury bag for a full leather in this particular size. Beautiful range of colours, something to suit everyone, I believe. So, and you can either go for these in a slightly softer version, or you can go a little bit edgier if you want. So love this very much. I definitely need to go and see some YSL bags in the flash. And like I said, if one happens to fall into my collection, Steph, you're responsible for that because you rave about them so much, and I believe you. The icon that is Vivienne Westwood. How fabulous is this recycled polyester logo backpack? Love the sustainability aspect of this. Love this backpack in general. Love the big logo on it, the orb that is synonymous with Vivienne Westwood, obviously being her logo. Love the material that this is using. Love the fact that it's a material bag. I actually am a huge advocate for material bags opposed to leather. Love the way the straps sit on this. It will be practical. I think you could really use this in a this would be more of a dressy day backpack, I would say. Not something that you would take, you know, casually hiking or anything like that. Maybe you would if that's your mood. It certainly wouldn't be mine. More because of the hiking rather than the bag. But I think this would be a beautiful day bag. This could also be a beautiful work bag if you were to not need to carry a large laptop, for example, or you carry that separately. You maybe just carry an iPad or one of those small ThinkPad type things, or you don't need a computer or an electronic device for your work. That could absolutely be something to consider. Vivienne Westwood sits at a really reasonable price point as well. £540 for a designer backpack is really good value, and I know that there's debate as to who sits where in terms of the brand structure, but I really do see brands like Vivienne Westwood up there with your Pradas and your Gucci's because they are iconic brands. They are known globally, excellent customer service, great use of materials, and they really have a point of view when it comes to their designs and their aesthetics. So that's something that I think is really important. This is a beautiful item. Definitely one to consider if you are looking for a luxury backpack. Let's go to my cheapest on this list, and this is from Lacoste. Do we really hear anybody talking about the Lacoste items? Not particularly. I really like Lacoste, have a lot of Lacoste ready to wear. Of course, I wear a lot of Lacoste caps, etc. as well, accessories, sunglasses. But I particularly enjoyed this coated canvas tote bag. I just thought it was very fun with this print. You can get these in a range of different colours. I really loved this particular print. This for summer. What a fantastic beach bag this would be if you're just looking for something that's not too expensive at £100, but you felt like it gives you a little pop. It's playful, it's fun, it's energetic, it's vibrant. You know, if that's what you're looking for in your bag this summer, why not think about one like this? It would be a little bit more carefree. Coated canvas is very durable. We know this from the way that people talk about Louis Vuitton coated canvas in particular. So if you just fancy something a little bit different for summer, something that's a little bit playful, something a little bit unexpected, why not throw your beach towel, etc. in this lovely Lacoste shopper? I think it's really, really fabulous. I have thought about buying a tote kind of bag from Lacoste for a little while. I just don't know what I would use them for. And I have other bags. I have my Osprey bags that serve as my beach bags. So it's one that I keep looking at and thinking, oh, I'd really like to own that, but I don't know what I'm using it for. So I would sooner buy this, for example, than a Longchamp Les Pliages tote, as an example. If it was either or, I would sooner buy this than one of the Les Pliages. So there we go. That's kind of where I think about it, but it's really good fun. Now to my most expensive at £3,020. And it might be the most expensive on this list, but compared to the rest of the items that you buy from this brand, for the amount of bag for your money, I think you're getting a really good deal. I'm of course talking about Chanel here. Now, this is called the Chanel Large Tote. I believe that it's very Deauville-esque. I don't really know enough about Chanel to know what the changeover of the lines look like, but to me, this seems to have all of the features of a Deauville, and it's just called something different. So let me know if that is the case. But it's £3,020 for a very large bag. Love this cream colour. I think it's absolutely stunning. Dual purpose. It has the top handles. It also has the shoulder straps. I have my MCM tote, which is very similar in terms of functionality with the top handles and the shoulder straps. Oh, what a dream combination, because when you do fancy just holding it by handle, easy. If it gets a little bit heavy and you want to throw it over your shoulder, again, really easy. So if you're a big Chanel fan, this could be a beautiful item. I'm obsessed with it. I would love to add something like a Chanel Deauville into my collection, particularly as I have been absolutely loving that MCM version. So does it need to be Chanel? I don't know that it does, but I really love the fabrics and textures and colours that Chanel bring these totes out in, which is why I'm leaning more towards Chanel. However, if I saw something similar, if I saw this, for example, and it had a Prada logo on it, or if it had an MCM logo on it, or if it had a Mulberry logo on it, I think I would like it just the same. So it's not the fact that it's Chanel for me, it's just the fact that I think it's a beautiful item, very, very well made from the looks of things, and dual purpose, which I always enjoy. Now to the house of Burberry. I am loving, I believe this is called the Lola flat bag. I've spoken about it before. I spoke about it in the beautiful pink and the green. Caleb also referenced it in his kind of designer bags for spring video as well. So we're on a similar wavelength with this one. It's beautiful and it's very sophisticated, but it comes in this beautiful range of colours, pops of colour, some slightly more muted tones as well. But I'm really loving this logoed version. I think it's really fun, it's really playful. The white on the black, very striking, and I love the fact that it's kind of got this slightly almost like chopped up logo. It's got an edginess to it, silver hardware, really, really beautiful. I feel this would be quite practical. In terms of bags that I feel this would be most comparable to if you were looking for another version, I'd probably say the Dior Caro is what I would say this is most comparable to. This is about £1,800 though, and I think the Caros are north of 2,500, something like that. So it would be a bit of a kind of toss-up as to which one you think is worth the money the most, but I really do love the range. I would be really stumped to know which one to go for when it comes to Lola, because the pink is gorgeous. They have it in blue, they had it in purple, they had it in green, they had it in black and white and logos and yellow, and oh, it is gorgeous and glorious. It is one that I can imagine you could easily go in and say, I'll just take 10 of them and have all of these different colours and it would look stunning on your shelf. So, beautiful item, not too unreasonable a price point. I think this could be a really great flat bag if you're looking for an alternative to the kind of Chanel's, the Dior's, etc. This could be a really nice alternative for you. And finally, a brand that I have never heard someone reference in terms of a bag when they're talking on kind of one of these lists. I'm of course talking, I mean, no one's referenced it before, so why am I saying of course? I am talking about Paul Smith. and I'm loving this swirl double zip tote bag. Love the structure of it, particularly love the pattern. This is also carried through in some of their ready-to-wear. Paul Smith is a fantastic, fantastic brand. Does great ready-to-wear, does beautiful accessories, known for kind of the rainbow print with the zebra, with the mini, which goes back to the British heritage of the brand. It's a really, truly beautiful item. This particular bag is around £600. It will be very, very well made. Love the structure of it, but I love the playfulness of this as well. This could be a really beautiful way of topping off an outfit. Alternatively, this for summer. This would just be beautiful and playful. It's giving me quite a similar vibe to Pucci, Emilio Pucci, which is never a bad thing. But I love the colours that they've chosen. Like I said, they carry it through into ready-to-wear as well. So Paul Smith had a number of different items that I thought could be really successful to be a part of somebody's collection. I'm definitely going to be keeping a closer eye on the Paul Smith collections because actually they had some really, really beautiful items. And they're a little bit different. You don't hear a lot of discussion about them. I don't see many people wearing those items. So particularly being a fan of things that are a little bit different, it could definitely be a brand that I might find some really beautiful pieces that become a real staple of my wardrobe. So there we have it, everyone. That's my list this time of bags that I'm currently obsessed with. Let me know what you think of this list. What are the bags that you're currently obsessed with? I would love to know. If you've enjoyed this video, put the handbag emoji down in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I really look forward to seeing my next video. Thank you so much as always for watching, and take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.